This is Sunworks Inc.'s SUNW. And let's go ahead and scroll it back so we can see what it looked like just before I bought it. And so with Sunworks, we have several smiles on this particular chart. Let's go ahead and scroll all the way back here to where the bottom was. And let's take a look and see what that looked like. You want to pay attention to the overall trend. So taking these trend lines and sticking them on here. The trend lines are subjective. A lot of this is more art than science, but basically you're looking for price peaks. And when you see a price peak, you just stick a line on it and connect it and see what it tells you. Now look through this area here. While this stock is in this markdown phase, pretty much the on-balance volume is falling through a large section of the markdown phase. There doesn't appear to be much going on over here. But if you were buying channel breakouts and following some of the other rules, you probably would never have been in this stock in the first place. It's highly unlikely that you would get caught if you're looking to trade those high breakouts and waiting for OBV to be rising. This stock is just all over the place. And so the trend is your friend, and you stay with the trend until it ends. Now look, we get into this area here, which looks like it could be a bottom. On balance volume has stopped going lower. Here's a higher low. On balance volume is moving up. Here's your trend break. If you wanted to trade this particular stock, this would be a good entry point on this particular chart during this time period. This is June of 2020, so last year. And as you can see, a lot of people were watching this stock because when it broke the trend, you have this huge spike in volume. Big run up and on balance volume. And so if we just watch it play out, you could have got in there. You probably would have been stopped out there. You know, would have made a few cents. Look at all of this heavy volume in here. There's a lot of interest in this stock. Now, we get into this area here and you kind of have a base, and still you have the increasing on balance volume. Regular volume is going up. Huge volume spikes. The stock is really starting to move. And then it goes in to a period where the volatility of the daily trading has really quieted down. And so that's a change from the way it looked back here and here. And look, the regular volume is quieted down. And what is this? We have a smile, and then we have a smile, and we have on balance volume moving up. We have a failed auction, which is a sign that maybe the stock is actually in distribution and not accumulation. But we can still stick with our accumulation thesis because on balance volume is still rising through this period. And now we start building into another base. And what's interesting about this base is that we have a smile and followed by another smile, and you have both smiles in volume. On balance volume is picking up. And then you have a breakout into new highs right in here. And this area here is where I actually purchased the stock. And then again, we have a fast rising market. And this stock went from $8 to $18 in a period of about 2 weeks. That's 121% return from where I got into it. And this is where we're sitting at today. And I have a stop loss relatively close. And if you were trading the stock with a volatility stop, you'd be in there. If your system doesn't allow for that, this is another one where you'd probably put an 8-day channel on because it's just moving so much.